So Trick Time raised 9-7 suited in the hijack, and Moneymaker from Germany, right? Ace-Queen suited. In the third blind, he's going to 3-bet it to 800.
Yeah, I like the 3-bet here from the blinds. And I like the size here. Pretty standard 4x. Usually, you know, when you're in position, the player is 3 times the last bet. Gives them just not the right odds to come along too profitably with too many hands. Out of position, you attack on an extra bet being out of position, trying to get that little bit of extra full equity. And Trick Time going to call in position 9-7 of spades. Let's get it. Wow, Moneymaker smashing this flop. Oh, decides to check and slow play here.
Ooh, saucy with
Very
it.
interesting. I mean, his hand is like relatively nutted on this board, but you have to wonder, like, what is he gonna?
That's a turn.
Wow.
Card. 8 of spades, open-ended straight flush draw for Trick Time.
Oh, now all the money gets to go in the middle. I think Trick might have even floated one time on the flop anyways, with his exact hand, being there a 10 on the board and a spade. But obviously he's going literally nowhere with this exact holding, open-ended, straight flush draw.
And Trick Time's the type of player, sometimes he wants to raise here, but not this time.
Yeah, I actually like the flat call the best. You may as well see a river and not blow the pot too hard. 5 on the end, going to completely break him off. Moneymaker's still sitting with top here.
Moneymaker's got to feel okay
about
his position with that card. Spades missing. You know, a lot of the, I don't know, naked jacks missing their straight card.
He does put out a very value-heavy size here. 3,200, obviously Trick Time. The bet size is a little awkward considering Trick's stack sitting only 5K deep. He can't really turn his hand into a bluff with that kind of stack depth. And Moneymaker going to take down a nice, sizable pot.
Nice pot indeed. That was a colorful one.
Getting his value on the turn. Ooh, here we go. Queen on the flop here is we got an open from JD on the button, Iron of diamonds. And
smart to check it back. I mean, not value owning himself.
Yeah, I love the check here. Whenever you smash top pair, but your kicker is kind of meh, and you're not going to know how to proceed on later streets.
Trick Time though checks a second time.
Yeah, he's going to check it over, I think, twice. I love the play that both these guys are doing. JD going to bet out here. Trick, probably just a flat call.
Interesting line by Trick. He's got to switch it up versus JD. I mean, these guys have played a ton together. And
I mean, Trick's hand definitely isn't one that benefits too much from seeing a lot of money go in the middle either. So, but he is, in fact, going to check raise here. For pure value, there's a lot of draws available in this spot. Trick Time's got a 10 in his hand, so he blocks the straights.
It says JD's dead to 1 out.
A deuce. One single card left, and of course I don't think JD can go anywhere just yet with the board being so draw heavy. And a 4 on the end. Utter brick. Probably going to face a barrel here from Trick, and I think JD's going to snap it off, man, once all these draws brick.
Especially against a specific player.
Oh, yeah.
14, 1500, 1525, it looks like. JD doesn't have much reason to,
Exactly. Yeah, that check on the flop and the turn certainly got him paid in that spot.
So Rom bets 350. I've been thinking about it. He's got 2 overs, but another player behind him. And
yeah, Gulloo with a pair and a backdoor flush draw. I don't think he's going anywhere just yet. In fact, I think it would be correct to call at least once on this flop, given it's such a dry board texture.
And he agrees with you.
And he comes right along.
1,200 in the pot to the turn.
And how about an action card, man?
Let's go.
Wow, what an action card. Gulloo picking up the second nut flush draw. Rom still maintains top pair.
If this comes a spade here on the river, it's going to be very fun for us, not fun for one of these players.
I think Rom can still very comfortably barrel on this card.
Yeah.
For sure, there's plenty of value to be had. Not many worse jacks necessarily that you're targeting, but you're probably trying to target something like a 7 or pocket 9.
Is that 875?
Or a hand exactly like Gulloo's, like King 7 of spades. though that would require one very specific read. Oh, I thought he said all in for a second. But he does make the call. Give us a spade one time.
Spade 3,000 in the pot.
Give me a spade one time, dude. Does not
Six.
Count. 6. Bricks, though.
So does Rom bet one more street for value?
I would snap check back here if I get checked to by Mr. Gulloo. Though it looks like Matty is thinking about turning his hand into a bluff here. He does block set of 7s, but he does decide to check it on over to Rom. I don't know what value you can expect to get here, except, I mean, it just so happens that Gulloo's waking up with a hand.
He's got a
that
perfect
possible.
read.
Yeah, but it's like, it's so hard to find other hands that don't out-pip you with their kicker, like Jack 10, Jack 9, that would still play this way, understandably.
Yeah.
Set of ducks, you also open yourself up to being check shoved on here, which would be absolutely miserable. Yeah, pretty much just so happens that Gulloo has like the exact hand for Rom to squeeze for a little bit more value.
If he gets called here,
man.
if he gets called here, it's gonna be a nice value, thin value bet from
yeah,
Rom.
oh, it's like razor. It's about as thin as it can possibly get.
He's sniffing it out. He thinks it's close.
I mean, it kind of is a little bit. Board pair in the end. There's no draws especially available. I mean, Rob is saying I have Jack here, or he's got nothing, you know. So.
Right. Kind of a polar type position. You can't imagine 6 improved Rom. But he has a close spot. He calls.
Does put in the call, and Rom getting the max, man. Jack 8 of spades, getting it done with the perfect runouts.
Nice result there
Huge
for
result.
Rom. Jack 8 suited,
hand.
making it happen. Good evening again, everybody. This is TCH Live. We're playing 5, 10, 25. I'm Ben. He's Greg.
I'm Greg. Yeah.
We appreciate you joining us tonight and subscribing.
Gulloo, King Queen. Pretty nutted hand here. I think you can go for a 3-bet.
King Queen suited, especially against trick time.
Oh, yeah. He is relatively short stacked, so actually, in hindsight, given his stack depth, it probably functions a little bit better as a call. Though Gulloo is going to put in the raise here. 650. I think Trick Time has very natural defend in position.
He wishes Gulloo had more chips behind.
Yeah, certainly does.
The Jack 10 suited. Too strong of a hand to fold, though, especially in position.
Alex Jared in the chat, I don't like to have Greg dealing at my table because I feel like he's judging my play. I am.
How else are you going to spend your time?
Yeah, exactly.
Brick, brick, brick.
I think that's a club draw.
Oh, I thought that was a
straight.
spade.
That ain't brick, nothing. That is
I thought the 7 was a spade.
For Mr. Trick Time.
Yeah, so that's a nice.
And Gulloo gonna immediately ship it over in a snap call, dude. Wow. Here we go. It's amazing that Gulloo, he's got King, Queen, and he's actually behind
Jack.
here.
Now his own diamond draw.
Wow.
Clubs on the river.
Clubs on the river. Giving it to Trick, man. Taking it down. Jack 10 of clubs. Not going to get it done, unfortunately.
It's a sweaty turn card. And
that was a sweaty turn card indeed.
Trick Time taking down a $6,300 pot, a $3,100 profit with Jack 10 of clubs. That's why you play Jack 10.
That's why you play, man. It spikes the nuts pretty often. Trick Time also defending 8-7 offsuits. All pretty reasonable, facing a straddle battle.
Ooh.
How about just everything for Swirlz, man?
Trips with an ace.
Trips with an ace. Rom open-ended.
An ace would be very...
An ace would be dirty.
Dirty.
Ace would be dirty. Give it to us. And an ace, dude. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
10K effective between Rom and Swirlz, and Swirlz just turns to joint.
And, man. That's awesome. And he checked twice. He slow played twice on this board. I definitely like the check on the turn. You probably target a lot of ace X with your boats or a check on the flop, you can probably target a lot of ace-x. Oh, but he's putting in the check raise, dude. What a check raise.
Rom's like,
Dude.
well, I've got Broadway.
Yeah.
Do you really have a boat? Surely not. You raised pre, and so, you know, this hits ace-king.
Yeah, ace-queen's it's gonna be hard for Rom to not think his hand is effectively nutted here. Like, I'd be more worried about queen-jack than
Six of
ace-queen for
clubs.
sure. Oh, I want to see Swirlz go absolutely gigantic here. I want to see him overbet.
3,000.
Yeah, seriously, 20 anywhere 25 to 3,000 would be a solid size. All the club draws came in, which aren't that relevant, but it is a little. Ace X, you could target pocket jacks, maybe. You could target a lot of Queen X, just all kinds of stuff. But he is going to go a little small, trying to get called more often.
Or maybe so low to induce, but he just gets a call.
Does the flat call here. Swirlz says, I got pretty much the nuts, bud. Wow, what's some hands to show up there in a straddle battle.
Card for
He only pulled out calling chips. You always love to see people tanking with aces. Like, what do I do? What do I do with
He's also
nuts?
facing a 4-bet from Zane, though. He hasn't
Yeah.
seen many 4-bets, and so is he thinking, like, does this guy just have kings and it's a cooler? Can I get it all in pre? Maybe.
Even when you do, it's pretty rough, but he does put in the call. I love the slow play here. It's such a good spot to slow play.
These guys have about equal size stacks.
So good. Here we go. And Zane can't be too comfortable seeing that call, but just a fantastic board for pocket aces, unless Zane has exactly kings. If he does, I think you just have to, yeah, exactly. You just have to shrug and say, here's my money. Zane, backdoor clubs, a lot of double barrel potential.
Probably going to bet like 800 here.
Yeah, I'd like to see a bet of about 800, and he does oblige. Looks like that is exactly what he puts out there. $800.
Expecting him to just call?
Yeah, I think a call, looking to get it in on the turn if Zane double barrels. And just a flat call here. I like it. Zane can't love to see that call, though.
Yeah.
Even on this. I mean, queens are probably still not going
Ooh,
anywhere.
but
And that's the
clubs.
perfect card for Zane to just get it in on. Probably going to bet like half pot, I'd say.
4,000 in the pot, and he turns just a huge draw.
Huge draw to the nuts. Flush.
Ace-high flush. Yeah.
Yeah. And he is going to double barrel here. Roughly a little less than, what,
1,600. So this thing is bloated. Now, do you just rip it?
Oh, yeah, you just you jam here all day. There's, you know,
SPR lesson.
all in, and he does say all in. Boom, there it is. Such a good hand. I love it.
Rom played this just about perfectly,
Just
12,300, even if he doesn't get a call.
If you guys want a clinic on playing aces, check this hand out. And I don't mean to self-plug, but check out the stream that I played on. It's really great examples of a time when slow playing the nuts, it just gets you the max in so many instances when your opponent is essentially bluffing into you.
It's hard to do this out of position sometimes. You just hate to see this go check on the turn.
This is like the one spot that I would do this out of position. Otherwise, I'm still just going for the 5-bet because I could still have like ace-king. I could still have queens-kings out of position that I would play that exact way. But, man, what a good spot for Rom to slow play.
I'd be very shocked if Zane calls 6,000 or 5,000.
He's got to
on
call
a club draw.
4.8 to win a pot of what's going to be just over 617. So it's actually like really close.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, is from Zane's perspective, you got to wonder if you're just drawing dead right now. If your opponent has kings and you're just running into it, does elect on the fold. Hand caught in the cookie jar, though not going to get it done as Rom slow played the nuts, man. You love to see it. Wow, huge.
This man's got game.
Huge pot going over to Mr. Rom, man.
Over $12,000. That's big.
Zane in the blind here. King, jack of spades, very playable. Actually not the worst hand to put it in the squeeze with, though. Given that it's suited, it still plays. Whoa! Oh, okay. He thought that was a 3-bet. Wow, he still folds! Wow, I would have totally gotten in there with king, jack, man. And Umid put in the squeeze play, pocket sevens. I think that's why he folded. He just knew Umid was going to fold that. We're seeing 3 pairs go to the flop here. Swirlz now getting quite the price. How about a 10-8-4 flop literally one time, dealer? Just once.
Let's get the clip. It'll be worth it for the content.
I'll even take like 7-8-4.
7-9 king, all diamonds.
No,
JD with the only diamond.
Not even the one. Not the one, man.
Come on, Kevin.
Kevin, buddy, you shaved your beard and now you're like not dealing coolers anymore? All right. Boo.
Kevin, 450 lead from Umid. It's an interesting spot, and this is going to get through. I think.
Well, he's continuing here because he 3-bet pre. So I think he's just kind of repping range.
Oh, he did. I missed that.
It's a super scary board texture, though. And JD, man.
Oh, he did. The 700. My bad.
JD putting in the flat call with the 4-high flush draw.
Dude, this guy plays at a different level.
Cannot imagine that 4s are good here. So he's calling to spike a flush, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Let's go check, and I'm certain JD will probably just check this one back unless he really thinks his 4s are not going to be good enough and he wants a little bit of value, protection, bluff, etc. This bet could represent a lot of things here on the turn, and he is going to go for it. Full pots, or 2/3 pot it looked like. Umid with the tanks, man.
Second pair. Bet and a call.
Wow, dude, Umid calling here.
Dude.
That's an insane call. That is like a bananas call. 9 on the hands.
Umid does not believe in JD.
No.
He is not folded to any of
JD's.
JD's.
Is he about to dog
happening?
out? What is happening in this hand? I am so confused.
This guy, Umid, making JD really question everything.
Yeah, question everything in life.
Like, what leads here?
Yeah. I love the little tiny, yeah, I'm going to take that chip off. Oh, he shows it. Shows it. JD's like, yeah, nice bluff. You got it. I had a pair of 4s.
Excessive celebration for second pair, thinking he bluffed JD.
Hey, that's all right. Not going to be profitable in the long term. Luca DeLuca says, you guys are awesome. To the commentary. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. You're awesome, Luca.
You are awesome. Trick time, ace king suited at hearts.
I always love to
hand.
see when Trick gets the nutted hands because he plays all these other hands and takes unconventional lines and makes big bluffs and unconventional plays. Ooh, as we see JD finally waking up, man. Where you been, buddy? Oh, snap fold. Oh, I thought we saw Gulloo snap fold the 9s. I was going to say that's a really good fold, but
he might still do it, though. Just not a snap.
Yeah, just not a snap, but I mean.
Look at these equities.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Gulloo not even in the lead with a pair pre-flop.
If he calls in between, it.
Oh, it sets up such a nice squeeze from Trick, and he is going to see the flat call.
JD hates that.
He hates that so much.
Because he knows Trick time is often going to squeeze back here.
It doesn't even matter what he's got. Yeah, sitting with, big slick of hearts. I definitely put in a 4-bet here. I'd make it like 3,000.
Yeah, you can't have this go 3 ways.
Yeah, not at
to
all.
a
Actually,
flop.
I'd probably make it like 32. I mean, whatever. Splitting hairs, but.
In position, though, can you make it a little cheaper if you're.
Yeah, a little bit. He does go for, right there, 33. Hundo.
So that's like a 4.
A little less than 4x. Yeah,
okay.
not quite a pot-sized bet. And Umid says, he's like, can I get accounts on everyone's stacks real quick so I know if.
It's like, if I hit, bro.
If I hit.
Implied odds.
The implied odds are huge. And JD, not loving it. Not loving this 4-bet, especially with a cold caller behind. It's, if he had something like king queen suited, he could potentially consider a 5-bet jam bluff something. But
just Jay, huh?
Gulloo can either rip it or fold. Calling here would be pretty rough.
Pretty rough, that's for sure. Giving it the old think around here.
He's really in the tank.
Yeah,
because he knows those are his 2 options.
Yeah, exactly. I think he does.
He's like, hey,
can't just
do I bring myself
call.
to ship here? Is Trick Time ever going to fold?
Well, Trick Time's never folding. I think he's just trying to figure out how ahead or behind he is. Trick Time could easily be doing this with king queen. He could be doing it with ace queen. He could do this with ace king. He doesn't have to have a pair here. We've seen Trick Time do it with even crazier stuff like 4-6 offsuit, putting in the 4-bet.
That's right. And he's thinking about it'd be so tilting if I.
Puts in the call.
Oh, just
flat call here.
Maybe he's doing a stop and go.
Yeah,
if he just rips any flop.
I think he might just rip any flop. I think that's totally what he might do.
3, 4, 5.
Oh wow, it's just going in. Like there's no way. Now Gulloo well in the lead here.
JD folded king 10 of spades, I think.
He did. Trick Time with like air.
I mean, you gotta rip it, and you gotta call, right? I think.
I think. I mean, ace
with the
king,
SPR being so low.
So low. You still have a gutter.
It's like
your overs are probably good. Like it's such a interesting. It's such a weird spot to be in.
Less than 0.5. He checks.
He checks it over.
Oh.
And Trick. I mean, the thing is Trick knows he has like no. And there it is. Yeah, putting them all in. He has no fold equity, or he shouldn't assume he has fold equity, given the pot size and the SPR.
Oh.
And yeah, in a call there, and we
$10,000 pot.
10K pot, man. Ace King versus nines and a 5 on the turn. Nine's gonna take it, bro.
$13,000 pot,
dude.
for Gulloo.
Medi, man.
Somehow he made it happen with pocket nines with no fold equity, and this.
I'm blown. This hand was bananas. This hand was. Like it gives me a headache to think about what just happened. It was such an odd.
Everyone is shocked.
Line here, but wow.
Props to Gulloo for just shipping the cheddar with pocket nines and getting the max.
Insane. Moneymaker opening up the button here. King 8 of clubs when folded to, trying to take down some of that dead money. Gulloo, pre-flop nuts, put in the 3-bet with it earlier. Is he going to do it again? I think there's actually a lot more argument for doing it in this scenario than the last time, facing a button open and having all that dead money in the middle with the straddle and double straddles. Just the flat call, though. I think that's the standard line. And we are going heads up. Pretty much the ideal scenario for pocket sevens. If Joe can put out the flop for us. And how about a set? How about middle set for Matty and Moneymaker flopping top pair. No kicker, but top pair still good. Off on enough. Definitely going for value here. 300 half pots. Matty definitely like the raise here. Check raise is great. This board is super draw heavy. You may not get as much credit for your set as you might otherwise, which is exactly what's happening. Moneymaker going to put in the call with the king 8s. Put an 8 on the turn. No help, queen. Gulloo now with the check mark. Moneymaker no chance to improve. Double barrel, pretty much mandatory here. Full pot, it looks like. 2,500. Super polar bets. Is Moneymaker going to look him up light here, man? Giving him the old glance, the old side eye. See if he can get a read on Mr. Gulloo. Though he's probably just staring into his own reflection. Does make the correct laydown, man. Matty getting it done, playing his set super well. Moneymaker, no fault of his own.
He's got pocket threes. He also calls, hoping for a set. Umid, 5 deuce of clubs, hoping for a steel wheel. Queen, queen, 5.
It is amazing.
JD still with the best of it.
Queens have flopped. And I don't think no other bigger card has flopped.
JD continues, pocket nines, 350. Trick time calls with queens and 5s. Umid gets out of the way correctly. To a turn. Deuce.
Colton Farmer says, you guys always want blood. Certainly. We certainly do.
It's the most entertaining.
It's certainly the most entertaining. Yeah, I like JD's decision to check back. Oh, my God! Wow, what?
That's
a
the case.
Suck
That's
out,
the case
man.
5.
Is
Umid
it
had a 5
really?
as well.
That's bananas. And once JD checks the turn, Trick's got to be feeling pretty good about his boat. And he can have so many bluffs here. Like, he could have busted hearts with an ace that he's turning into a bluff. Huge bet. Love it. Love the big bet. Nearly full pots. Oh, such a miserable spot for Mr. J. Diggles here. You really hate this bet. It's so, it's rough. Oh, man. And he is going to put in the call, dude. Wow. Trick time getting the max.
He knows you let him get there.
Yeah. Man, that's frustrating.
I didn't. May someone please get that man some Tylenol, and can someone email your producers and let them know that DQ is on for September 24th. If there's no game, let's make one. That sounds like a challenge.
Sounds like a challenge.
To the streets. Thank you so much for the generous super chat, DQ. Please come through. Definitely email Dallas at texascardhouse.com. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks, DQ, buddy. You are the best. Man, Eugene Green, bud, you can't run good forever on those flips. All right, he's put 10K. He's done 10K gambles every day last week and lost all of them.
Oh no!
So you cannot.
The house always wins.
The house gonna win.
There's no way to confirm that, but
very interesting, Andy. We're probably gonna end up seeing this one chop as we see both players with King Queen.
Jai Cooper, $5 1 cent super chat. Jai, not Jay. Thank you. Thank you for the clarification.
Thank you for the clarification and
donation.
thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Yeah, this board ran out in just the right way. Neither player is going to have a 3 here often enough for it to matter too much. You might go check on the river, though. Probably just go bet, call. $3,300 in the middle, both players. Same exact hand. Moneymaker now wondering if he can put in a barrel here. Squeeze out some value from something like Queen Jack, Queen 10. But he does, in fact, believe that is the case. Man, it would be sick if we see King Queen get King Queen to fold on a board with a queen.
2,000. Moneymaker has not gotten out of line tonight. Zane knows that Moneymaker is not the type to mess around. But also, how often does he have a 3 here? I guess 6-5, 7-8.
Ace-3 maybe? Maybe? Like, maybe it would have to be like ace-3
Zane
hearts.
raised pre and Moneymaker called.
Yeah.
So I guess he has more of the 3s and 2 pairs.
Certainly does. This is so rough, though. Oh, man. I feel like this is a spot you have to, like, well, if you really run a runner to strike. Oh, my God, he gets the fold, dude.
Show the bluff.
Show the bluff,
It almost is a bluff.
Yeah,
I mean, it got the same hand to fold.
Yeah, wow. Blowing Zane off of a chop, man.
Yikes.
That is bananas. There, and Zane waking up with the birds.
See if he can get any action.
Let's see if he gets action
He's
now.
due for some.
Yeah.
Going his way.
Rom made a huge bets over the limp and the straddles. I like the sizing. Once Zane comes in for 3 bets with all this dead money in the middle, it's going to be hard for him to get action. I think we're probably just going to see 2 folds. Rom might come along, though. He's like utterly destroyed right now.
1,200.
Wow, we are going to see the
gamble,
call
gamble.
here. Yeah, let's get in there, buddy. Heads up here. Aces out of position. Rom, ace-6 of hearts, utterly dominated. And an ace on the flop,
ace.
dude. Wow, Zane just gets the check mark.
Wow, $4,000 pot, 100% to win.
Insanity.
Rom, you know, if he bets a ton, he can get away 1,000. How do you fold?
I'm actually really surprised to see Zane bet this exact flop texture, it's super dry board.
He is getting the max.
You kind of have to hope you just have to hope your opponent wakes up with ace king.
Yeah.
I probably would have checked this exact texture and then barreled turn. You're probably only going to get 2 streets of value at most with this hand. And I do love his small bets. Like, if you are going to bet it, put in the small bets. And Rom just says, nope, we're done. Small bets, you're milking me. I'm done being milked, sir. And Zane spiking top set with the aces, getting a huge pot.
Nice pot for Zane. Rom has got ace king.
Wakes up with it, man. Wakes up with the big slick.
In the straddle, the strudel doodle.
Oh, man. You love getting a nutted hand in the straddle. It's just like, oh, let me see what everyone else wants to do first. Let me just see. Oh, yeah, I'm squeezing you now. Get out. And puts in the squeeze. 1 point. Huge bet. Good Lord.
1575. What do you do if you're trick time? This is a really good hand.
Yeah. And you got a player behind. Umid's got 7s, dude. Trick time flat calls, then Umid.
It's definitely coming in.
Certainly coming along.
Let's play a big one.
Let's see a big pot. Give me ace 7 queen.
Umid is not deterred now that there's a 2 call.
Puts it in. Already going to the flop. 4.5K in the middle. We are rubbing our hands together in an evil way here. Oh, man. Not the flop.
Jack deuce 6. So Umid's got huge portion of this locked up. He doesn't know how good of a position he's in. Rom, who 3-bet, he's got the betting lead. He's got to continue. Relatively dry board. Hearts are connected.
Real quick, thanks for the sub, Mulby player. And Jane had a question in the super chat. Tip to the commentators. It is. It's just why we are so appreciative of you guys doing those. So thank you very much. I'm going to continue on this board.
Very small, 950
Yeah,
into like 5 grand. 40, whatever the math is, 4,600.
Yeah, super tiny bet. Umid with the 7s. Not going anywhere, man. He's got second pair.
Man, what is this, 1,200?
Way up. I'm super confused. Yeah, just a call. I think maybe he couldn't see the chips correctly. And a deuce, brick. Maybe in time, those boys can get on the big game.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Big
Huge bet here
Half
from
pot.
Rom. Yeah, closer to 2/3. Let's see what he goes for here. Looks like 3,600. That's the number I'm trying to find. Umid. Oh, my God. Did he just ship it? Did he just ship it?
Snap shipped it. I mean,
Dude.
effectively. Puts Rom all in for about 10,000.
Wow.
Yeah, solid stack of high society back at
That's
Rom. And Rom's like, are you kidding me right now,
dude.
bro?
What a jam here. I've never
But also,
seen.
it's like such a weird board that what is Umid jamming on the turn with?
So
You
bizarre.
got the nut, no pair. Do you have the stones to look up a $10,000 bet?
He asked for a big one. We got it.
This is a $20,000 pot right now. Biggest one of the night.
Yeah, for sure. Jai Coulter, $5 super chat. Their joke comprehension will have improved tenfold by the end of the stream.
Let's hope so.
Let's hope so. Man, what a jam here from Umid. This is insanity right now.
Perfect timing, too. Rom gets out of the way correctly.
Yeah, he's going to let that go, man. Umid
Umid
huge
shows the
profit,
sevens.
dude. Huge profits.
He must have thought he was bluffing, but he was bluffing with the best of it.
Bluffing with the best
$20,000
hand,
pot headed over to our friend Umid.
Wow. Perfectly reasonable. Gullo. Everyone gets sevens
I have
tonight.
Bad position.
You heard that. It got bad position. Yeah, it's unfortunate. You are utterly dominated right now, so.
Call.
Puts in the call.
Trying to make it happen.
Oh, dude, Swirlz got kings. Here we go. Here's the money. Here it is, and it's going in the middle.
9,400 effective.
Oh, man.
Oh, Swirlz.
Put it in a big squeeze, buddy. Make it huge. There you go. What is it? 1575? Nearly 1,600. Love it.
Rom's got fives.
All the pairs. Every pair. You get a pair. He gets a pair. Why not you get a pair?
Everybody just screaming internally, pick me,
Oh,
dealer.
yeah, no kidding.
If they can get to a flop.
I don't think fives can call here, man.
No.
But Rom disagrees with me. And look at Trick's face. He's like, what's happening right now?
Might be steaming
Dude,
a
is he
bit
going to
from
wake
that
up with,
last
like,
hand.
ace-queen here? What did he fold? Oh, please show me. Please show me what Trick folded. God. He looked frustrated by it. Kevin Pham, $2.99 super chat. Commentators, can I get a hoo-yah? Hoo-yah!
Hoo-yah, as much as I hate to say that. What the I think that's what the Army says.
Ah.
The Marines say oorah.
Right.
But I'll say it for $2.99.
I'll see. We have prices.
Hoo-yah. Thank you, Kevin.
I'm just cold calling this 3-bet here. Dude, what do you do with
I think he's a little tilted. Or got to be feeling something after losing that hand
after
with the
the
sevens.
ace-king, yeah. Jim V, there's so much dead money in the middle. Like, do you just ship it?
Just rip it
like,
over
do you
1600?
flat call and see a flop 4 ways?
Because what do you make it, 6,000?
Yeah, and then you'd have to raise it to like if you wanted to 5-bet, you'd have to raise it to like
48 plus
4,800. But even then, that's like such an awkward size for your stack. And on top of that, it's like
that leaves you with 6,000 behind.
You know, Swirlz is 7.8. The stacks are so weird. Oh, I hate this. Oh, this is such a spot.
Sometimes you just rips
And
it.
he say, I think he just has to jam. That's what I was thinking. I was like, look,
Get the decisions out of the way. So $12,000 and Swirlz is about to play a big one.
oh, he's about to play a big one. Gulloo, not loving the sevens anymore. Let's go of it. Swirlz says, I get jammed on and I have kings. Okay. If you have aces, you win.
And your hand.
Dealer Joe doing the work.
Yeah, a lot of people saying, wouldn't be surprised if you just folded the queen there. I mean, that's an option for sure. Like, that is definitely an option. And, dude, like Rom sitting here with 5 says, oh, dude, I thought he was just about to just, like, you know, screw it. Here we go. I mean, he's getting huge
price,
odds.
yeah.
He's getting, like, oh, dude, he calls. He totally called.
Dude, we're playing a huge
Oh,
one.
my God, we're playing a huge pot. 3-way, all in. What did we get? We were asking for it earlier.
We were a $24,000 pot almost.
Man, he says, let's go, ladies and gents. Put a 5 on the board. Wow, huge pot here. 3-way all in. Kings v. Queens v. Pocket 5s.
Pot of the night so far.
So far, for sure.
Huge. Stressing me out.
I know.
And it comes on the flop? Okay.
I have zero money invested in this, but
Yeah.
just stressed out in multiple levels.
And there's a side bet right now. Gulloo and Umid took a side bet. And we are ripping it, everybody. 3-ways, all in. Kings v. Queens v. 5s. 8-8-8 on the flop. And a 7.
7.
Oh, dude. Gulloo would have had it.
$24,000 pot headed over to Swirlz.
Swirlz, man. Just scooping it.
$15,000 profit. He waited all day, and he was paid off.
These are the ones you wait for, ladies and gents.
Rom and Jim V are felted. Looks like Jim might be done for the night.
I'd be done after that.